Hey everyone, huge announcement. I have avoided Cyberse decks for far too long on the channel, so next week will now officially be known as Cyberse Week. Starting on Monday, we will have daily videos. As you can see, the tentative schedule is here, starting with Adagnister, Mathmech, UV Link, Marincess, and Salamangrate. If you want to look further into the future, you can see some of the work in progress decks I have here, ranging from Cyber Dragons to Agents and Ice Jades. I also have a wish list here of cards that I want to craft in the future. With that said, let's jump into a duel I had going second against Marincess. We opened with a great hand that can push through interruptions. They open with normal summon Fiscalis and then special summon Blue Tang, blue effect to Foolish Seahorse, link into Blue Slug. Slug targets Seahorse to add back to their hand. Blue Tang excavates 3 to add any Marincess card they find. They found the 1-of Field Spell. Seahorse can summon itself to the zone Slug points to, and then they link it away into Sea Angel. Angel lets them search for Dive, which is both a Monster Reborn or Emergency Teleport. Activate Battle Ocean, and now they use the E-Tele effect of Dive to summon Mandarin. Link the 2 links away into Anemone. Anemone summons back Blue Tang, and then they link into Triangle. In the grave, Anemone recycles Mandarin, and Triangle just discards it to then add Wave to their hand. Mandarin summons itself from the grave just like Mathmech Sigma. Link it away into Argonaut. Battle Ocean then equips 3 link monsters to it from the grave. Finally, they overlay into Stealth Kraken. So what do they end on? Argonaut can negate 1 spell or trap on my turn. Kraken makes all the monsters on the field into waters, so then we can no longer summon Chaos Angel. Kraken also can pop any water monster on the field. We also know that they have Marincess Wave in hand, which can then target one of our monsters on our turn and then negate its effects. Also, it makes Argonaut unaffected by any of our effects. They also set 1 card, and the other 2 cards are unknown. I open with normal summoning Solar, so then we can send Dark to the grave. Magnamit attempts to summon itself by banishing Dark, they chain Called By, and then I just chain Serenir. Dark adds Thunder Dragon Fusion. Usually we would search out Hawk here, but since we already had a copy, we just go for the fusion. Hawk sends itself to the grave to summon Dark, and then Solar effect to summon a token is mandatory whenever we summon a Thunder monster. So here, I kind of made a misplay. I linked 2 into Cross Sheep, but I should have used Solar and the token. So then when I summon Colossus, we can summon back Solar from the grave and get another body on board. But we will shortly see that it didn't really matter. Serenir sends Lebellion to the grave, and we tribute Dark for Colossus. We link away their monster into Goddess. So if we did have Solar on board, it didn't matter since we would have gotten popped anyways. Also, you might be wondering why we summoned Colossus just so we could link it away. Well, now we have 3 Thunder Dragons in the grave, so now we can use Fusion without having to use a Thunder Dragon in our hand. Chaos Space sends Magnamit to the grave to add Wyvern Burster. Now we are just going into our little Dragon Link plays. This will help us build card advantage while also setting up lethal on board. At this point, we are only really worried about Nibiru. Banish Chaos Space to draw 1 card. Finally, we fuse into Titan by shuffling away the 3 Thunder Dragons we have in grave. chainlink 1 Thunder Dragon, and if they do not chain block, chainlink 2 Titan to pop their Kraken. Marincess usually does not play the baby Kragans, but if they did, we would have just done the same thing again. With 9,000 damage on board, they just surrender. Here is our deck. The ratios are relatively standard for a Thunder Dragon deck. We have 4 normal summons, which are Solar and a Leaf Lupine. Depending on what you play against, we could play 1 or 2 Denko Sekkas to counter those trap cards. It is also a Thunder monster, so should you need to, you can always distribute it away for Colossus. The Bestial package pairs really well with our deck since we can use them to banish our Thunder Dragons from the grave, and this will also help us with the Cyberse matchup. They also allow us to summon Chaos Angel easily. We play a small Chaos package with Wyver Burster, Collapsed Serpent, Chaos Space, and Striker Dragon. I do not play Ashe in this deck since I think Droll is currently better. We also kind of lose to Droll, so that is our main cross-out target. I also play the Thunder King Kaiju since it is searchable off of Thunder Dragon Fusion's Brave effect. For the extra deck, we have the Colossus, 2 Titans, which are both level 10s, so then we can overlay them into Gustav Max for the last 2,000 points of damage. Chaos Angel, a Rise Heart just in case we need it, Striker Dragon, and Seals for our dragons, Masquerena, Cross Sheep to bring back our hand traps or our normal summons from the grave, and of course we have the staples such as Dark, Elf, Unicorn, Access Code, and Goddess. I have 3 additional replays to share. The first one is against Branded, where they clear my board with Albaz'd and then Super Poly, a replay versus Kashtira where we both kind of played under Maxx C, and finally a replay versus Traptrix where we both kind of bricked. All of these will be labeled in the timestamps. So let me know what you think of this deck and also about Cyberse Suite. I hope you enjoyed the video, thank you for watching, until next time.